Hi, EDU 522. Welcome to my presentation on 4th grade age-appropriate writing. 4th graders are definitely still children, and as such, they love games and fun and learning and still see their teachers as nurturers. At the same time, 4th graders are coming into their independence as people. Their interests can vary drastically. Some students might play sports, or some students are really into video games. Others might be into music. Students in 4th grade might be starting puberty, so there are a lot of changes that can come with that. They're growing into a sense of their personal style. They might be growing more aware of some grown-up things, like celebrities or adult language, or maybe romantic feelings, things that can seem uncomfortable in elementary school. They have intense emotions and can be just as critical of themselves as they are of others. Socially, 4th graders connect with their friend groups and may become kind of cliquey. 4th graders need adults around them to act with calm and consistency. Teaching 4th graders. As 4th graders are starting to look to their teachers less and their peers more, I would encourage a lot of group work and peer editing. A more social learning environment with the teacher as a facilitator is most conducive to authentic learning. That being said, it's also an age where students can begin to gravitate toward their friends. Like I said, they can be cliquey, and increasingly they could have negative interactions with peers. So creating a safe and inclusive environment is really paramount. Students should be expected to work with everyone in the classroom in a healthy and positive way so that everyone feels comfortable taking the risks that we know lead to the most meaningful learning. I want my students to see me, their teacher, as a friendly and safe adult who believes in them and wants the best for them, while also knowing that I will hold them to high expectations for their success as learners. I want them to know that it's important to enjoy learning, so positive humor can go a long way in keeping spirits up and letting kids know that they should be enjoying themselves. What 4th graders learn. Most 4th graders are reading now for learning without a lot of overt direction. 4th graders can analyze what they read and start working on metacognitive skills during reading. Likewise, in writing, they're beginning to really think about their work in a way that goes beyond simply just conveying facts. Where 3rd graders include reason and proper vocabulary in their writing, 4th graders are expected to provide more evidence, precision, and detail to their writing. They're writing well-supported opinion pieces, they're writing researched informative pieces, and descriptive narratives. In 3rd grade, students become familiar with the writing process, with planning, revising, and editing. 4th grade students continue to develop these writing skills. They're encouraged to work on structure and clarity as well as meaning. 4th graders still engage in shorter writings, but are also expected to work on long-term projects that span many weeks. In short, 4th graders are expected to be drafting, editing, and publishing well-organized and detailed writing for the given audience. Some 4th grade writing assignments could be to do a shorter, informal email writing. This is a great way for students to practice the use of technology in the writing classroom by emailing back and forth. Students are expected to email the teacher on a weekly basis about an event from the week. The email should consider the audience, who is the teacher, focus on one event or topic, be well organized, creative, and engaging, and show their authentic voice. Students will then get quick feedback with a response email, and will have opportunities to maybe clarify or elaborate and answer questions in return. This connects with the Massachusetts Framework Standard W46 to use technology, including current web-based communication platforms, to produce and publish writing, as well as to interact and collaborate with others, demonstrate sufficient command of keyboarding skills to type a minimum of 1 page in a single setting. 4th graders can do some narrative poetry writing. One of the standards for 4th grade is to write narratives in prose or poem form to develop experiences or events using effective literary techniques, descriptive details, and clear sequences. For poems, use patterns of sound like rhythm, rhyme, alliteration, etc., and visual patterns like line length to create works that are distinctly different in form from prose. Narrative poetry can be used to retell an event from history using a story we've read together in class. Using the sequence and details from their historical learning, students will craft a poem, probably free verse, probably not necessarily rhyming unless students wanted to, depicting an event or time from history. For instance, as fourth graders learn about Vikings and their explorations, which is in the fourth grade history standards, they might write a narrative poem about a Viking leader like Eric the Red or Leif Erikson, or about a Viking battle like the Battle of Edington. Examples of narrative poetry could include Longfellow's very lengthy narrative poem, Paul Revere's Ride, and you can get excerpts or abridged versions, and then followed by some student examples and a teacher demonstration. Fourth grade students can write an informative text as a longer term project. Students will write an informative article for the student newsletter. The prompt is, what should younger students prepare for as they approach fifth grade? This assignment will benefit fourth graders as they look toward the following year and will include interviews with fifth grade students and fifth grade teachers, could include interviews with administrators and specialists, and researching framework standards for fifth grade. The writing will span some time and include a lot of organization, some drafting and editing independently in pairs and small groups and with the teacher, and be careful and will take careful work to publish the students' final pieces. And this goes along with the standard 4.2b, to write informative explanatory text to examine a topic and convey ideas and information clearly. Fourth graders are working toward preparation for fifth grade. The fifth grade standards don't vary too much from fourth, but the quality and sophistication of students' work should continue to develop. For some students, fourth grade is the last year before moving on to middle school, where not only the expectations will be raised, but the comfort of their elementary school will no longer be there. For the lucky students who don't move to middle school until sixth grade, fifth grade is their last chance to gain that confidence in their writing skills. Fourth and fifth grade are both important years for students to feel supported, to gain independence, and grow in their confidence as organized and effective writers. Thank you for listening.